Okay, and now let's talk about the viewport, and the viewport is this big rectangle. And let's open this sample file. You can open any file you want. I'm going to open this one. And yes. If you don't have it, it doesn't matter. You can open any file you want. You can open another sample file if you want. And okay, let me see one thing. Yeah, you can. Yeah, okay. Well, here at the viewport, well, we have two options. The first one is the model option, the model tab. That is where we are now. And here we're going to draw anything we need. And the second one is the layout, this one. And we also can find those over this tab. As you can see, okay, let's back to the model tab. And what's the difference? The model tab is where we're going to draw all our projects. Everything we need, we can draw it in the model tab. And okay, this is the model tab. And the layout panel is where we're going to set up our plot styles and things like that. For example, we can click here on plot and it's displaying us the settings to plot our drawings. Okay, let's close this. And now you know it. Model tab to draw and layout tab to set up and plot. Okay, when we're drawing in only 2 dimensions, we have 2 tools to move around the workspace. The first one is the pan tool. Now we can type pan and enter, and that allows us moving all over the viewport wherever we want, and press then we press escape to finish it. We need click and drag. Now the second tool is the zoom tool. We type zoom and enter, and we draw a rectangle and we get closer to that space. But that's not the only way to activate these tools, because we have the shortcuts and the commands. For example, to pan the viewport, we can just click and hold the middle button, the wheel, and move the cursor. Remember, middle button and move the cursor to pan. And also we can roll the wheel to zoom in and zoom out. Also, with double click on the middle button, we can center all the drawing in the screen. Let's try again. Double click and now we center all the draw. Let's see. Double click and all the draw is centered now. Over here we have a few tools. The first one is the steering wheel with the tools that we have just seen. Let's click and this is the steering wheel. Okay, we can zoom in and zoom out. We can use the pan tool too, but all these tools we will see later because they are tools for 3D drawing. But we have rewind to see the previous views too. And this is the steering wheel. Okay, and now I close those. In Autocad we can work in 3 dimensions too. And to get that 3 dimensions, let's go to the view cube. We can click and drag the view cube, or we can click on the house, this one little house, and go to the home view and get the 3 dimensions. And now holding shift key and the middle button and moving the cursor, we can orbit around the drawing wherever we want. In the view cube we have a few default views like the front view, the right view. This is a 2-dimensional drawing, so everything here is flat and the only we can see now is a flat line. But when we go to the front and bottom view, now we can see our drawing. In three-dimensional space, we can use the other tools that we have in the steering wheel. Like orbit, we can orbit now, we can use the look tool and the walk tool. Sorry, the look tool and the walk tool. We can simulate like we were walking. And also the up and down tool. Holding shift and the middle button, we can orbit in three-dimensional space too. As you can see, I can orbit whatever I want. Okay, we have those same tools over the right side. We have zoom extended, for example, to center all the drawing. And well, we have a few tools over the left corner. We have the view controls and the visual style controls. In the view controls, we found the views that we have seen previously. For example, the front view, and we have the isometric views too. We can choose if we want the parallel view or the perspective view. We also have the view manager with some settings in there, like, I don't know, like camera and target. Let's close it. In the visual style control, we have the wireframe by default, and we have another styles, but in 2D drawing, the only one we're gonna use is the 2D drawing. So we will see the others in the future. Okay, let's back to the tab. Okay, to the wireframe. Great. Okay, back on the steering wheel, we also have the 2D wheel. Let's click here. We use the zoom tool and the pan tool and the rewind tool. I like to work with the 2D wheel because the other tools, well, actually we just don't need it, okay? So let's work with the 2D wheel. We also have the command bar where we can type, for example, pan, and get that tool, or any other tool that we need, we can type it in there. And well, I think that's all about this subject, the viewport in AutoCAD.